Colorado, you can get away with covering up child abuse scot-free as long as you keep it secret for 18 months. That's essentially how a judge interpreted state law this week. Good evening. I'm glad you're with us tonight. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Porter. A judge has dismissed charges against Cherry Creek School District administrators accused of failing to report sexual crimes against a student, not because of their guilt or innocence, but because the statute of limitations has run its course. Contact 7 Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski is here. You've been on it from the beginning. There's a push, maybe understandably now, to get this law changed.
A lot happening right now. This has become really a high-powered, highly emotional issue. The accusation centers on administrators protecting their own. Today's decision essentially means the passage of time may get you out of a crime.
Well, I'm extremely disappointed.
DA George Brockler went on the offensive today.
It gives them an incentive. As long as they can keep a secret for 18 months and a day, they can walk away without responsibility for their conduct.
This story started last year when we learned about criminal charges filed against Prairie Middle School teacher Brian Vasquez, accused and eventually convicted of multiple counts of inappropriate sexual contact with students. He's now serving 40 years in prison. But accountability didn't stop there. The district attorney also filed misdemeanor charges against 3 Prairie Middle School administrators, all 3 accused of failing to report the suspected child abuse.
As it stands right now, if the AG doesn't take up the mantle of this cause on this law, it is unclear whether anybody else, including us, could appeal this. This could be the end of the road for these cases.
Denver 7 asked for comments from the administrators. Reaction to learning charges are now dropped. In a statement, Principal David Gonzalez's attorney wrote, Mr. Gonzalez was made a scapegoat for the repulsive actions of Mr. Vasquez. Such an attempt to grab headlines detracts from holding the actual predator responsible and minimizes the disgusting conduct of Mr. Vasquez by condemning those who live to protect and educate children.
I'm optimistic that the Attorney General's office will do the right thing here and appeal this ruling.
Brockler essentially saying that an 18-month statute of limitations prevented accountability for school administrators. And now he's asking state lawmakers to remove what he calls a loophole in the law, legislation that is already proposed and already facing strong opposition.
There are 2 huge groups behind the scenes working to scuttle it. One of them is the teachers union, and one of them is my church, the Catholic Church.
Now, we reached out to Colorado's new Attorney General this afternoon looking for a response to Brockler's request. In a statement, the AG essentially said protecting children is a top priority, and any decision on an appeal will come after conferring with the state's judicial branch. This clearly is an issue that's not going away. More to come.
What an eye-opener. Tony Kowaleski tonight. Thanks, Tony.